Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. I know, exams are just around the corner, and this chapter on world climate can feel a little complicated. But please, don't you worry one bit. We're going to break it all down and make it super simple together.
Oh, and before we dive in, if you find this explainer helpful, please do me a small favor and hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends. Your comments really help me understand what you need, so keep them coming.
Okay, so you open this chapter and you see all these codes, AF, AM, CFA, and you're probably thinking, what is this? Some kind of alien language? It looks so confusing at first. I totally get it. But trust me, it's actually a really simple secret code. And today, you and we are going to crack it together.
And here's our game plan. It's very simple. First, we'll crack this Koeppen's code. Then we'll go on a quick world tour of different climates. After that, we'll talk about a very important topic, climate change. And to finish it all off, we'll do a rapid-fire round of exam questions. Ready? Chalo, let's go.
So, Section 1, Cracking Koeppen's Climate Code. Now, this entire system, which looks so complicated, is actually based on just two very simple things we feel every single day: temperature and precipitation. That's just a fancy word for rainfall. That's it, just two things. So, Koeppen created 5 main climate families, each with a big capital letter. Think of them like big families living in different parts of the world. A is the hot tropical family. B is the dry desert family. C and D are families living in places with mild and cold winters. And E is for the polar regions, the coldest family of all. See? A, B, C, D, E. Easy peasy. And what about those small letters? Well, they just tell us about the rain. It's so easy to remember. F is for full year of rain. M is for our favorite, the monsoon. W means winter is dry. And S means summer is dry. And that's the entire secret code. You are officially a climate code cracker now.
Okay, my dear code crackers, let's start our world tour. Our first stop is with the hot tropical climates of Group A. You know, these are the areas near the equator that get blasted with sunlight all year round.
And what better place to start than a climate we know so well, the tropical monsoon, or M. Can you crack this code now? A means it's tropical hot, and M means it has a monsoon season. This is the climate of our very own India.
This should feel super familiar, right? The M climate is right here in the Indian subcontinent. We get those super heavy summer rains, and then our winters are mostly dry. Just think about the famous Mumbai monsoon you see all over Instagram every year. That is a perfect example of an M climate. All right, next stop on our world tour, the dry climates of Group B. As the name says, these are the places where there is very little rainfall. Imagine vast sandy deserts. So let's look at the subtropical desert, or BWH. Come on, let's crack this code. B is for a dry climate. The W stands for desert. And here's a fun fact. It comes from the German word Wüste, and that small h just means it's hot. So BWH is simply a hot desert climate. See? You're a pro at this. These deserts get hardly any rain, and the temperatures can get unbelievably high. Can you imagine? The world record temperature of 58 degrees Celsius was recorded in a BWH climate. Wow! And a key thing to remember is the huge difference between day and night temperatures. And for us, the perfect example is our very own Thar Desert in Rajasthan. For the last part of our tour, let's take a super quick peek at the C, D, and E climates. Now, these cover everything from the nice mild winters of Group C, all the way through the harsh, snowy winters of Group D, right up to the permanent ice caps of Group E. You know, this slide really shows you the magic of Koeppen's code. Look here. On the left, CS tells us it's a warm place with a dry summer, like in Europe. On the right, DF tells us it's a cold place with rain all year. Two completely different worlds, perfectly explained with just 2 letters. Amazing, right? So, we've learned how to classify all the world's climates. But what happens when these climates themselves start to change? This brings us to probably the most important topic of our time, the Earth's fever, which is climate change and global warming. Now, to understand global warming, we first need to get the greenhouse effect. It sounds very scientific and complicated, but it's really not. Have you ever sat inside a car that's been parked in the sun? It gets so much hotter inside than outside, doesn't it? That's because the glass lets the sunlight in, but it traps the heat inside. Our atmosphere does the exact same thing for the Earth.
So here's how it works in 4 simple steps. 1. Sunlight comes and heats up the Earth. 2. The Earth sends that heat back out towards space. But 3. Some of that heat gets trapped by a layer of gases in our atmosphere. This is a good thing. It keeps our planet warm and cozy. The problem starts when we add too many of these gases and it becomes too hot.
So, who are the main culprits trapping all this extra heat? The most famous one is carbon dioxide, or CO2, which comes from burning things like petrol in our cars and coal in factories. But there are others too, like methane. The more of these gases we pump into the air, the thicker that heat-trapping blanket gets, and that is what's causing global warming.
Whew, that was a lot of information, I know. But you all have done so well. Now for the final and most exciting part. To make sure you are 100% ready for your exams, let's do a quick-fire exam question blitz.
Okay, first question for you. Which one of the following is suitable for Koeppen's A type of climate? Have a look at the options, take a moment. What do you think?
And the correct answer is C. Fantastic job if you got that right. Just remember, A climates are tropical, which means they are hot all year round, and even their coldest month has an average temperature above 18 degrees Celsius.
Next question. This one is from the climate change section. Which of these years is said to be the warmest on record? Is it 1990, 1998, 1885, or 1950? This is a direct fact from your textbook, so try to remember.
And the correct answer is B, 1998. As your textbook mentions, 1998 was the warmest year of the 20th century, which really shows us how fast this problem of global warming is growing.
And with that, we are done. You've cracked the climate code, you've understood the basics of global warming, and you are all set. You have the knowledge now to understand our amazing planet. All the very best for your exams. I know you're going to rock it. Don't forget to like and share. Bye for now.